All right, again, thanks for stopping in. And I wanted to spend a little time talking about Hel, the Norse goddess of the underworld, Loki's daughter, who's one of the more powerful of the Asgardians and one of the more intriguing. This is a decent depiction of her, but really we should show her with half of her face being very beautiful and the other half being riddled with decay. Is how she's most often depicted. But it's her power set that I really want to talk about today. And her power set, one, as the goddess of the underworld, she has complete control over all the souls within her domain. So anyone who dies in any fashion outside of a battle, they come to be under her rule. And that's a vast. I mean, she's talking about billions of souls. So she's got that incredible power where she can overwhelm many other realms. So it's going to be difficult for anyone ever to go up against Hela, especially in her realm. But because she also has the ability to transverse between the living realms and her own realm of the dead, she's really open to kind of invading anyone's lands. I don't know what weakness really would hold her back. She's also got the ability to manipulate shadows and cast illusions, concealing herself in a variety of ways. She can make herself look like someone who's near and dear to you, or she can make you see things that simply aren't there. She also has this aura about her. Again, she is related very closely to death, so her very presence can sap your life force. If you, especially if you're in her domain as a living being, you are slowly being drained of your life force. She is literally feeding off of your life force. In addition to all of her natural innate abilities, she also wields a couple of very powerful weapons. Now we've talked about her Sulet blade, which as a knife doesn't show a lot of abilities, although she's particularly fond of this knife. But it is her sword, and this is called the Gloom blade, which is a spectral sword. It was forged from the shadows of her realm and embodied with the spirit of death. Now this weapon can sever spiritual ties and drain victims of their life, and ultimately all enhancing her. So this weapon will drain the life out of someone that she will then manifest in increasing her power. So the more people that she subjugates, the more powerful this goddess gets. And because of possibly her limitations as being linked specifically to her realm to be at the maximum of her power, is the only thing that really holds her back. She's got knowledge, access to lots of knowledge through her control over all these dead souls that have lived in Earth or in other realms. She commands complete control over this group, although they are not warriors. It is seen more as a horde. And she has some very specific supernatural weapons, the most prominent being that Gloom Blade. So a very powerful goddess, gifted with some hellish implements as well.